Havok interviews. I'm here with the Lives of Breeze. Can you guys introduce yourselves?
Start with me.
Yes.
My name is Kevin, and I'm the singer of Lives of Breeze.
My name is Anthony, and I am the guitar player.
My name is Jordan, and I am the bassist and screamer of the Lives of Breeze.
My name is Chris, and I play guitar.
All right. So we're gonna start off with a funny one. What's your favorite pickup line, guys?
My favorite pickup line? I don't really get too many pickup lines from girls, and I'm not too big on sending pickup lines to girls, but usually, girls assume that you'll meet them at a bar and buy them a drink, but usually I make them buy me a drink. I don't know how I find a way to do that, but that's usually my system. It's kind of broke musician.
My pickup line would probably have to be this.
It's all in the eyes.
It's all the eyes.
Yeah, it is all the eyes.
You got one there.
That's where it is.
I remember when I told you to do that too.
Mine is, just what I thought, Made in Heaven.
Oh, that's slick.
That means you actually did that.
That is slick. I gotta give props for that.
I actually don't have a pickup line.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wish I could say that was just a joke, but yeah, look at his hat.
True. All right.
2 seconds.
She hates his hat. She's a Steelers fan.
Born and raised in Pennsylvania, honey. What do you want from me?
What do you want from me?
I have that song on my iPod. If you had to pick one artist to listen to for the rest of your life, who would it be and why?
Michael Jackson.
Repeat the question.
If you had to pick one musician or artist to listen to for the rest of your life, who would it be and why? You never leave me a why.
Why? Well, Michael Jackson's pretty much my favorite artist, and he's like pretty much the first one. Everyone has like about 10 million different favorite artists as they grow up. Most people do. And he was my first favorite artist, and he kind of stuck out through all that. And then out of that, I became able to love guys like Prince and Freddie Mercury, but he was the first one that kind of gave me that big energy feel and stuff like that.
I'm not going to copy him by saying Michael Jackson, although I would say that. But
Wouldn't be any shame in it. Wouldn't be any shame in it.
Yeah, but I want to keep it interesting, and I'll say the Beatles. I was raised on the Beatles, and I don't know. I love the progression of all their albums. They put out so many different sounds. Every album, was a lot of change.
Yeah.
A lot of change.
Which kind of rolls into how our band has done the things throughout time. All our EPs and how we plan to do music is always about evolving and changing.
I said a lot changing, or a lot
evolving and changing.
If I had to pick one, it's very difficult, but it'd be a toss between Billy Joel and Billy Joel.
Yeah.
I honestly expected him to go somewhere else with that.
I think he planned on it.
Funny part is it wasn't even directly his idea for us to cover We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel.
I love that.
But I'm sure, obviously knowing this now, that he sure didn't have an issue with it.
Absolutely not.
I love that. I love that song.
Or Huey Lewis and the News. I could do that.
You're a huge
Yes, that's a great one.
For me, obviously chose all these classic, awesome, amazing artists, but I'm going to go a little bit newer and go with Linkin Park. I just love Linkin Park. I can just listen
I
to
kind of figured that was coming.
record by record and enjoy
Linkin Park and Incubus.
My thing is that I couldn't pick a
Not so
new
much
age
Incubus,
band,
Linkin Park.
You get tired of new age music for some reason.
Okay, now coming back to saying your music's evolving, how has your music evolved over the last few years?
I'd say from our first EP. That's what Yalta means.
That's what Yalta means.
That's Steven.
We're going to die of CO2 poisoning.
As distracting as that is, I'd say from our first EP, actually, most of us, other than him being the only original member, weren't even here when the first EP was written. Yeah, obviously we played those songs, joining the band within the process when that was released, enough to know those songs almost as if we were part of that writing process, but that was... a lot of people do this thing where they say like, oh, it was such a different band, it was only like a different band back then. No, it's pretty much the same band it is now. We just evolved in a big way from just wanting to be one kind of grayscale sound to not being afraid to sound however we want.
Oh, yeah.
So like on our new record, we're diversified enough and confident enough in our sound to basically try almost any genre there is, knowing that we have strong enough writing skills to make a hit and a single off almost every single song on our new record, and it's off a lot of different genres. So I think that we're understanding what true evolution is by not being afraid to try literally anything. Not even just like having like a Beatles thing where it's like one record sounded like this and the next record sounded like that. No, we have like one record where like every song sounds like a total themselves.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it's hard for artists to do, but I feel like we're set to kind of eventually be one of the big fans in the world because we have the balls to do that and the writing chops to get it done.
Any of you guys want to weigh in? Or did he
pretty much covered it
Yeah,
all.
you pretty much covered everything.
Pretty good? All right. If you could switch bodies with one person, dead or alive, for a single
Brad
day,
Pitt!
who would it be and why? He obviously wants to go first.
Well, obviously, Brad Pitt, you could pretty much get, I would say, any girl you want in the world.
You could get any girl you want in the world right now.
You could be a girl.
No, but you could not even have a personality, and you could just walk and
But
be
see,
Brad
you're
Pitt.
much better than Brad Pitt because you have a personality.
Well, what if I could look like
True, fair
Brad
point. I'm
Pitt?
sorry, that was wrong.
But that's
Sorry, Brad
probably-
Pitt.
Sorry.
I can weigh in since everyone seems like they're thinking, and I would go right back to Michael Jackson.
I know that was
Not because I particularly want it. I suppose I'd be like, oh, I don't know if I want to go to black Michael Jackson or white Michael Jackson. It has nothing to do with any of that. It has nothing to do with even wanting to look like Michael Jackson. It's just, if I could be in his body, I could feel the kind of things he's felt. I could have that kind of, if I could have any type of power like he had to kind of just come out even like he did in the Super Bowl and just stand there and control an entire coliseum of people by doing absolutely fucking nothing but standing there, then I would want to know how to do that just one time, and then I'd probably have a lot easier career from here on out.
What about you, Jordan?
What about me? I'm not going to say what I would really say because my girlfriend would be really upset with me.
As she texts you.
As she texts me, she knows I'm talking about this. I would have to say Billy Joe.
Billy Joe.
Okay, Anthony.
A really hot girl. I would just want to be such a hot girl and just, you know.
Is there something we don't know about you?
He wants to be Steven Joseph.
If it was for one day, he would just stand in front of the mirror the entire day and just look at himself.
Ever since this tour started, he's like, I just want to know what it's like to be Steve.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what it's
man.
like to be Steven Joseph.
Sorry, Steven.
Would love to just
I'd be
a
a guy
fabulous-
if I could.
Be a guy if you could?
It'd be fun. You don't know what it's like. You
All right. What's your favorite food?
Grass is always greener on the other side.
That's a weird food.
That's
That is a really weird
I've never heard of that dish.
What's your favorite food, Kevin?
Favorite food? Anything Mexican, like Chipotle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's not real
nice little-
Mexican.
Chipotle or the Hooters chili that me and my girlfriend took. It's pretty bomb.
Hooters.
Just a lot of different recipes. I grew up with like my my grandparents and my dad and my whole family just making nothing really too specific, just kind of like a general, old school
Home cooked.
home cooked, Italian food,
probably Portuguese soup.
Portuguese.
Okay.
Portuguese soup.
I just love pasta.
Pasta?
Any
Yeah.
kind of pasta.
All right, who takes the longest to get ready?
Me.
Got it.
Yeah.
I got
Sometimes
that.
the band will have to go to
I'm
load
the
in, load in,
quickest.
come back to get
Actually,
me.
me and Jordan probably the quickest.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just naturally so awesome.
Anthony
Anthony
just doesn't
doesn't shower.
change, he just kind of stays the same.
He's there.
I saw him shower once, actually.
I've showered every day.
That was in like '96.
All right then. Try to explain to me what it's like to be on stage performing.
It's the best feeling in the world.
I mean, what he's saying is right, but it's like, depending on how someone takes it, or something like that. For me personally, sometimes that's the only place that I don't feel really uncomfortable or awkward. And obviously, it's a place where you can kind of, it sounds really lame, but it's only because the cliche things often are very true. It's a place to lose yourself. It's a place for me to challenge my confidence personally within myself, because I'll be side stage before I go on stage and have to zone completely out because I'll be psyching myself into all these negative things and thinking that I'm going to completely bomb. And then once I hit that stage, I don't have anyone there to coddle me and tell me it's going to be okay, or just wipe my ass in that whole situation. I pretty much have my own proverbial gun to my head and I have to make it happen. And when I walk away from the set and know that I absolutely killed it, it's a good feeling to have that inside of yourself, that confidence. Nobody went out and ripped it, and that the rest of your band worked off of you and you worked off their energy and you went out and controlled an entire crowd and put them in the palm of your hands. And you did it without anyone helping.
Now, before I jump to these two real quick, I do want to say you guys put on one of the best shows I've ever seen. Like, every time I come see you guys, I'm blown away no matter what.
Thank you.
And generally, I have no voice whenever you guys are done, but because we were doing this afterwards, I couldn't sing to the best of my ability.
If you do, you often won't have one at the end of our set.
Oh,
That's
believe
what
me.
usually what happens with any fan that watches.
Yeah. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, well,
Best feeling.
I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily a feeling, but it's the best way to explain how I feel. Because all the terrible, dumb shit that we deal with as musicians, like all the hardships we have to do, to sleep in a fucking smelly van for months on end, we have to do so many things, and being on stage makes all of that bullshit worth it. So you gotta imagine how that would honestly make you. That's the best way I can't explain.
Still think it makes it worth it.
Yeah.
I could not imagine being up on stage and having all of those eyes looking at me. I'd feel 2 inches tall and run away.
And it used to be like that for us. I mean, it takes a long time to get to a point where you're just of the understanding that you're the one in control. Because when you have all those eyes looking at you, obviously all you feel is judged.
Yeah.
You know. So
I honestly feel the same. I go on stage and I feel the exact same person I am off the stage.
Yeah,
Really
well, that
feel-
would be something you would say. He's being completely honest, too.
I really
totally
don't
not
feel
bullshit.
too much different. It could be 1,000 people looking at me or one, and I'm going to be the same awkward person I actually am.
Pretty unceremonious answer.
Does anybody here have a pre-show ritual?
Pre-show ritual?
I
have
do
to-
take a piss before I
I have to be off on my own. I kind of have to have my own time to really get in my own head and psych myself out. I have my own sentence that I say to myself, just too many mind. I just have to say that a bunch of times to myself and completely go dark in my mind before I hit the stage. If I have too many things, good or bad, in my mind, I'm going to walk on. I could trip on a chord and it'll fuck me up for the entire set. I'll be completely uncomfortable. I won't know what to say to a crowd. If I go on there zoned out on my own, I will go on and I will oftentimes completely with it. So.
Anybody else? Other than painting
setting
yourself?
up gear.
Well, I mean, the painting thing is a band-wide thing. We kind of do that. Every show we ever play, we paint ourselves. I mean, I guess it's technically a ritual.
The war paint really isn't so much a shtick as it is like that ritual. It's a way to kind of like step out of who we are every day.
Put on a costume of character.
Yeah, I mean, me it's so much that I have the same colors even if it's just related to a jacket. But like stepping into that, it's kind of our from curtain to stage transformation to who we want to be in front of that crowd, that better version of ourselves other than the one that they see us walking around in plain clothes. I always tell them that I want them on stage to be themselves, but themselves at 11.
Right.
So that's the way for us to do that. The war paint helps us do that. It kind of just helps us get completely out of it.
It makes us look a lot younger. It makes us look like we're 11.
It makes you guys look like you're like superheroes.
Go out there like you're a child.
Oftentimes you guys flip around like children and try to break things.
Yep. Did no one understand my reference of 11?
Yes, I got you.
Yeah, that's what. Did no one get
Am
my
I just being
joke about
trolled?
being a
Like-
child?
You're
and
being trolled, Kevin.
Just wanted to make sure, so that way the viewers aren't like, why is he talking like a kid being 11?
That's hilarious.
Do you guys have creative differences?
All the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody's like,
I think-
he's not even saying anything.
I was actually thinking about this today.
He's the most creative person in the band.
I think every band has creative differences. If they say they don't, they probably don't know themselves well enough to understand that they're lying when they say that. But basically, the creative differences are a perfectly normal thing. I think what causes kind of creative differences to get out of control in a negative way for a band where eventually they break up and stuff like that, or they just have totally counterproductive methods towards how they are as a band, is just if everyone has a fucking ego. If everyone's out for themselves, those creative differences become totally huge problems. But it never really gets that way with us, knock on wood, because we understand what it is to be. Yeah,
Actually, it's underneath.
we understand what it is to be a family in this, so we're all lucky enough to know what the common goal is and wanting to pretty much take over the world. So those creative differences, they take a backseat to every main goal that we have in this band, and we always are able to put that aside. Every fight always gets quickly quelled, and we can get right back to business because we know it's important in the end.
That's very good.
Yeah, or honestly, I mean, most bands are probably too passive and they just let it rip them apart. But we just, at
We
the
get
end of the
pretty
day, we
physical
can take a
now,
pipe
so.
to a window, we can fucking break a door. It happens all the fucking time. We can get into a fight, and by the time I'm done with the fight, and not fight with each other. It's like me beating an old man in the street. And that's fantastic. Fantastic.
That didn't happen.
That
didn't actually happen.
Thank
He's
you
just
for
making-
clarification.
he's making a mess.
Actually, it's usually more objects that aren't living get hurt, like a door.
Do you guys ever throw anything at each other?
No. We try to keep our physical well-being intact.
Okay. This is such a huge controversy. How do you guys feel when a fan tells you that you saved their lives?
That's always. I think we all like kind of have the same viewpoint on it, but at the same time it differs sometimes, and it also kind of changes each person at different points in the year.
Right.
Because like, depending on how you're feeling, that statement to you can just make you feel empowered and feel like yeah, and then other times you feel weaker and then you're just like you kind of want to just tell them that like you don't understand, like that you kind of did that all on your own. We may have been the inspiration for that, but the fan really has the power of their own life in the hand. I think that statement when it comes from fans isn't an annoying one. The fans really, especially our fans, they do need to understand the power they have within themselves to save their own lives and to live amazing lives. And it doesn't come from us. We're not these saviors. We're not
enablers.
We're not enablers of them being any of that. You know, we have obviously we're providing a melodic inspiration for them to work off of, and we try to write inspiring words, and we try to get real with them. But we only do that so that they can understand in themselves the kind of power they have to save and live their own good lives. But we're not the ones guiding them, you know.
Lead by example sometimes.
Yeah, there's a lyric on the new record when it comes out that's called "This is my confession, I am my religion." So we don't particularly believe too much in an organized religion, but we believe in the fan understanding or having their own religion within themselves, understanding the power they have within themselves to do amazing things in life. And if they're suicidal, if they're depressed, we're not the ones that are going to be able to save them. We can inspire them to say some great things, but they have to be the ones to get it done.
Okay. Anybody have anything to add to that?
Pretty much covered everything.
Yeah.
Nailed it as always. Okay. Describe yourself in 3 words. You have to have 3 different words.
That one could take a minute. So you would be I think you know. Jordan knows.
I know myself probably the best. 4 of us.
So you're confident.
So
You can say
I'm
it.
quiet, literally quiet. Pretty much all I really know about me apparently.
You're tired. It's excusable.
I'm hard-headed
Yep.
and I'm confident.
Okay. Anthony, staring off into space. Do you have one?
Or
3?
I have one.
Do you have 3?
I can have 3 in like a couple
We
seconds.
should just combine the 3 into the band.
No, it's each individual. Do you
adorable
have
too,
one
right?
yet?
I'm different.
Okay.
I'm stubborn.
Okay.
And I'm different.
I
know. And I'm happy. I'm always happy.
You are.
Very happy.
That's true.
I smile every time I see you because you are always smiling.
This is 2 words, but you can use it as well.
I take it.
I'm a control freak.
That can be hyphenated.
Definitely a control freak.
Yep.
I'm not a passive person. Maybe the opposite of passive.
Aggressive.
I'm aggressive. I'm very aggressive. And
I'm actually very passive. Actually, you know that.
I'm fucking horny all the time. All the fucking
Well, I should have used that one too.
Yeah, I'm so fucking
I
horny.
found my 3rd word.
That's why I said you can combine it.
Can we retract words?
Okay.
Horny.
There'll be a.
That is just this band's theme. Horny as fuck.
I can believe
That's my
it.
3 words. Horny as fuck. That's what I got. So.
That actually works.
Mhm.
You guys could have done something like that.
We didn't know.
I'm actually getting a boner thinking about it.
Oh my god.
All right.
Next question,
I've got.
Rebecca.
Oh, never mind.
Go ahead.
I would say I'm artistic,
True.
emotional, and horny, and they all go together. Very.
They all
specifically.
coincide very
You're
They
a
all
little emo boy.
coincide.
It works.
They
You're
all
emo
coincide.
boy. It's okay.
I'm artistically.
All right.
emotional,
This.
and
I guess this can go along with this. How are you all so damn sexy?
I don't think we think we're. I don't think we think
I,
we're.
yeah,
sexy.
that's probably.
I just
bad.
think
There literally are people
Well, I
who have walked
understand
around.
We
you're
know what hair
excluding
straight-
Jordan from
yeah.
this question. I understand that.
We know what good
So-
style is, and we know what hair straighteners are, and then
We believe in good health and good fitness.
Yeah.
Whether that enables us to look better, I don't know. But
I think if we didn't understand those things, we wouldn't be sexy at all.
We would be fat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've seen myself at my worst, and it's not pretty. So if we're sexy based on the fact that we work pretty hard to look better than our fucking haters. Fuck you.
Why are you sexy, Chris?
I just don't know because I just said. You know why I'm sexy?
Because he wears red.
Exactly, because red attracts people.
Red's the most attractive color.
So if I wear red, I'll just be super sexy.
He's sexy because he's doing the best he can.
So you think he's making a joke, but he came into our fucking practice space and said this. He's like, guess what? I read something. If I wear more red, because it's the most noticeable color, it attracts more women because they'll see it, and then they'll notice me more, and then I'll get laid more.
Because I'm sexy, so if I put on red, they'll notice I'm sexy compared to them.
I think the most sexy thing about anybody in the world is personality. If you could be the most beautiful person in the whole world, but if you have no personality, I can't.
Well, then by definition, we're not sexy.
Yeah, then we're anti-sexy. Right?
Oh no, you guys are.
Well, at
Never
least we're
mind,
horny
I'm
all the time. That works.
Okay. Best and worst qualities. Best qualities first.
I feel like other people should answer for other people.
Okay. So why don't you?
I was gonna be completely honest about myself.
No, I know. I just feel like because I have no clue what I would do for myself, and I feel like I want to say.
Maybe you should search it for it. I think that I say things based on my aggressive nature. I say things that I often regret.
That's your best quality?
No, that's my worst. That's probably my worst quality is that I starting with a bad and ending on a good note. I'd say I say things like that, like I say a lot of things I regret based on my aggressive nature because I get just too amped up and emotional. And as a best quality, I somehow, Jordan explained it best, but I think I can be pretty motivational. It ended up being, I never anticipated to be. I just noticed that it's kind of working out for me, and I think I just have a lot of passion that it's kind of working that way. I wouldn't say that it's working out in a way that makes a lot of sense, to where Jordan's euphemism was basically that he explained it like, it's like watching Zap Galifianakis if he played the role of William Wallace in Great.
Did I actually say that?
Yeah, you said that, and it made a lot of sense.
That's pretty good.
I bow down to you. That's actually what's said. I bow
It's
down.
really funny.
That's
It's like
amazing.
it's an interview. You're just gonna hear like laughing in the background. The whole.
No, okay, run away.
That was a wild.
Best and
album
worst
mic,
qualities.
by the
I
way.
would say my worst quality. Both are kind of sort of like what he just said. I would say my worst quality is I talk too much, in the sense that I say a lot of things that. No, I don't talk too much, but I don't say what I'm thinking. I like.
You bottle it up.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
But
Anthony has difficulty.
talking.
He has
Speaking.
difficulty getting his point across.
Exactly.
It's in his head, and for some reason,
There's
it's like you can see it happen when he's doing it too, like the way his eyes move. From this transition to here,
It just doesn't work.
something gets lost.
And then I end up
every
saying
time.
things that just mean completely different things, and people get pissed off
you
or
can-
like annoyed or confused. That being said, my best quality I would say is motivation. I'm self-motivated, where if I want to do something, I'll stay up till 6 o'clock. If I wanted to draw a photo, something, I would draw it for like 7 hours. I'm
Just to
very,
make sure it's perfect.
I'm motivated at myself. Whether
Anthony's probably one of the most persistent people in his life.
I think that
Nothing wrong with persistence.
I'm proud of that.
I mean, I have a couple of them that my band would probably agree with. Well, my worst. Okay, so I think it's a good thing. But sometimes it gets skewed in my band to be a bad thing. But positivity. I'm a very positive.
Too much fucking Huey Lewis in the news.
I'm a very positive person, and that kind of gets. I guess the best word would be shit on, or the fact that I'm a morning person is a pretty bad quality.
Oh God, I hate morning people.
But the best quality is I'm pretty much
I work 3 minutes.
very dedicated.
My favorite, I'll talk real quick. My favorite Huey Lewis in the news song is "I Want a New Drug."
That was supposed to be a Ghostbusters theme, but he did not sign the contract, and Ghostbusters stole the song and rechanged the lyrics, and then he sued the Ghostbusters and got money for that.
Something only a Huey Lewis fan that's positive and wakes up every day at fucking 7 would know.
Okay, my worst quality is I like attention, so I get very annoying by making me sleepy. I go, wake up! Wake up! Give me attention!
I thought he was going to start singing the fucking Chop
Sing
Suey.
it,
I thought he was going to get a perfect opportunity to sing Chop Suey from System of a Down, and he didn't take it.
He didn't
I got
do it.
so annoyed.
Huh?
No, but you're welcome to come join us.
Yeah.
No, you heard wake up.
Yeah.
He's screaming wake up.
Yeah. Basically, camera. See camera? I'm talking to the camera. Hi. I'm very needy. Like, I just need attention. I want attention, and if I don't get attention, I'm gonna go poke people and kick them and do whatever so they talk to me or whatever.
Okay.
What's your best quality, Chris?
My best quality is I'm the hardest worker in this whole entire planet Earth.
Yeah, he's very. Yeah.
Yeah, I really can't even hate on that. Like, I'm a hard worker at, like, certain things, but I'm pretty good at Walmart. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
Cumberland Farms.
we're all hard workers, but Chris
Find some way to join
Chris
us.
is like works
You
back.
could sit between those two.
Yeah, if you squeeze in, or I don't know
Sorry,
if
he's
you're
self-motivated and he's stubborn. So.
Malibu. First of all, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Malibu Mike.
Talk louder.
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 Hi. I am Malibu Mike. How are you?
And what's your role in all of this?
I sell their stuff. And it's awesome.
Okay, and what's your best and worst quality there, sweetheart?
Alright, in all reality, I think my best quality is I'm able to handle a large audience at all at once. I'm able to hold a conversation with somebody and keep entertaining. My worst quality is my attention span is also that of a fucking ant. So those both contradicting themselves 100%, but I still make money for them somehow.
He's
So
not
it works.
lying.
I think he has a lot of patience and really got to get from it. You know,
Yeah.
Lily,
We pick on him a lot. And, like,
they do
kinda-
pick on me. Yeah, Lily, we Lily drag him to hell and back sometimes, and he literally still sits there and somehow enjoys himself. So.
All right.
We're not unenjoyable.
No, if they were unenjoyable, then I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
But it's fun, so I'm here for a reason.
All right. If you had to spend a day living in a TV show, what TV show would it be and why?
Victorious, because Victoria
Yeah, it's
Justice is really hot. No, TV show. I would probably be. It's weird. I would
Mike,
be,
I know you just entered this, but we've been going in order.
Well, you should ask me.
No, she looked at you, but she asked the question for the
Oh,
I
team.
knew
well,
he was
it
gonna
doesn't
take
even
over.
matter. So let's go me next. I'll say DuckTales. So I'll just steal that duck's money. Right?
Rebound. He's rebounded right back into the van. It's fantastic. What TV show would we want to be in?
What TV show do you want to live in for a day?
Full House.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
Yeah.
We got John Stamos over here.
Stamos and fucking Dave Coulier.
We got Ant-Man.
I don't like watch TV, so I can't think of
Yeah,
it.
he doesn't even know one show.
No, I
know.
He'd be in Pokemon. He'd just be like,
Dude, yes,
with that-
Pokemon.
With that hair too,
Fuck
you'd be like,
Would you
No,
be
Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh my God, yeah.
He looks
You
like
just
he-
got so much
He
respect.
looks like a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! duelist.
Yeah.
Look at his fucking hair.
I will buy you a dual disc.
Dude. I would literally play on stage. I'd be pretty much what. So
I see Jordan's answer is predictable.
My answer would be probably Breaking Bad.
Okay. Why? I have to know why for this.
There's a couple reasons. One,
I like drugs.
I've always thought about selling meth.
That's not really something you tell
as
people.
a career. No, I'm just joking. No, I just, I don't know. It was one of those shows that really stuck with me. And I've been watching The Walking Dead. You know what? Walking Dead. We'll say Walking Dead.
So you're gonna be a zombie?
No, I just kill zombies.
Oh, so you'll
Okay.
kill zombies.
I have to come back to Malibu and ask him specifically this question: why are you so damn sexy?
Don't get too fucking amped up about it. We got asked this earlier.
I don't. Basically, if I didn't have this hair, then I wouldn't be anything.
You'd be
It's
a
just my
worm.
hair. I literally look like an earthworm. If I like tie my hair back straight like this.
If you didn't have that hair, you'd look like Tom Hanks in Philadelphia.
Exactly. I'm a millennial. Did you know? So I don't even know what that means. Did you know this is actually
Someone out
a
there
wig?
does, and right now
This
they're
is
laughing their ass
a
off.
wig.
Did
It
you
actually
shave his
glued it
hair?
on. No. That's why I'm so damn sexy. Ask Chris the question.
Okay. I already asked him and he already answered.
Yeah.
What TV show would you be in?
Game of Thrones. Done and done.
Okay.
That's my real final answer.
Do you guys have a life philosophy? A life philosophy.
Don't fail.
Something that you live by every day.
Terminators, no fate but what we make. It's probably mine.
Okay.
Push yourself.
Push it to the limit. Push it. Push it.
I got another one too on there. So go.
It's not like a 90s hip hop song.
Jordan, what's your answer?
What's mine? Literally just to stay positive, and that's
Okay.
Essentially, for me, it's if you think something's cool, then it is cool. Rock it and own it, and that's it. And I was gonna say, I'm just doing the best I can.
Imagine we all had like a cheesy one. It was like, "What's your life philosophy?" You got the touch.
That's awesome.
Chris literally had that ball, and the whole time he's like,
Yeah.
kill this.
He was ready for that. Dude.
Yeah, I know.
Man, it was so bad. I'm
What
just
is-
gonna be myself. I'm doing the best I can. I said it wrong.
Fuck!
What is something you do in your free time to relax?
Oh god.
Masturbate. Seriously.
You already wanted you were gonna say
Oh, I thought
that.
you said seriously.
Okay.
Use the word furious.
The thing is, it's not a joke.
No.
I'm just trying to keep my face from doing my job.
Well, there's nothing that relieves stress. It's literally just getting that out of your system.
nothing.
I would
Nothing
Getting what
Chris
I
says, whether it sounds
You
like
know
a
what?
joke or
Yeah.
not.
Chris often says, "I'm just joking," and that's the actual
There's
indicator
something
that
that
it's the
actually
truth.
comes out of your system.
Unreal.
All right. Anyway, what do you got?
You
Free
can't
time. What are
talk.
you doing here? You have a lot of free time. I don't have any free time, but when I do, I'm usually drinking.
Okay.
Like that's like our off time stuff for me.
Well, that's pretty much it.
I would say sleeping. I
Okay.
like to sleep.
Sleeping is very relaxing.
Video games. My jam.
I make business cards for myself and hand them out to kids, so that's what I do. Try to be famous for doing
Favorite
that.
video game? I have to ask you.
Fallout 4, probably.
Yeah, Fallout 4
Yeah.
is my jam right now, but Skyrim is still my all-time favorite. Fallout 4 is taking over that.
I seriously hope if I had a Yu-Gi-Oh nerd right there, I'd have a Kingdom Hearts fan right there. So I was hoping.
I'm sorry, Kingdom Hearts is just. Carry on.
Yeah, please don't play.
It's weird, like you'll answer the question, like, "What do you do in your free time?" And I literally nothing in my head, and then after everyone starts answering, I'm like, "What are you talking about? I watch professional wrestling all day long
Yeah, true.
when I have a free moment."
Okay.
When I have a free moment, I watch it all
I
day.
watch it all.
Favorite
Even when I
tour
don't have
to
free
date.
time.
What is it?
Favorite tour to date.
Third tour today. This one just started, so by default, even though this one has been sick the past 2 nights, tonight was day 2. Both nights are already looking like it's going to be the best tour, but I'm not going to give it the fucking satisfaction of knowing
Yeah,
it's the
tomorrow
best
could
until
suck.
To date,
Bite your tongue. Don't change.
from a bro perspective, we toured last year, right before the beginning of the summer with Famous Last Words, Sycamore,
I was
and
there.
Farewell My Love, and on a bro perspective, that was like the best tour that
Most
I've
friends.
ever had.
Yeah.
Made straight brothers, all those dudes got super close to everyone on that tour. Whether it was a bad night or an awesome night, none of that mattered because of how close we were. From like the perspective of shows, when we did the Bronzilla tour with Palisades and Wendy Payton in September, October, that was probably the best as far as crowds, awesome new fans to meet, and real energy. Having to deal with more challenging crowds and selling that, and upping our own game. Wow, I would say.
I met you guys in the Sycamore tour.
Yep.
The
Yeah.
Film I Love Sycamore tour. That's where I met you guys at. I met you at the Champ, and then again we came to the ground floor, the original ground floor.
Yeah. Right.
And I have to say, like, just from the very opening is when you guys had me hooked.
Yeah.
So I mean, I fell in love with you guys, and I kept coming back. So obviously you're doing something.
A lot of
right.
that in part is to the other bands we're on the tours with, because they are all amazing bands.
Oh yeah, Robbie has really good things to say about you.
And we just didn't want to show them that we weren't supposed to be on that tour and be some shitty band. We wanted to make sure that we had our place in that tour. So we went as hard as they did and tried to up our game every night. So
Does everybody agree with his answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not sure.
How did everyone meet?
It's a really long story.
yeah, you
Spark note it for me.
You can't. It's hard to spark note about 10 years in the making of this band.
Well, I know those two have been friends for like ever, but I want to know how everyone else came to be around.
It was essentially these two first.
We're technically, technically a third band, I would say.
Yeah, if you really wanted to go down that rabbit hole, it just started with me grabbing a piece of paper, looking for vocalists on a wall about 10 years ago. On a telephone post, starting a band, eventually a couple years into that, meeting him, starting a bigger band that really was our first touring band, and through the grapevine of that whole thing, he was always in and out of our lives in his own bands, but never in our band. And then him and me parted ways and eventually came back together through a lot of different circumstances that we just do not have time here to talk about, and then played a show with him and decided that we're fucking taking this kid out of that band. And that's exactly what we did. And then he was just his best friend. They've been best friends for a long time. We went, that kid, there's just something about that kid. Let's have him do merch for us and see how we can kind of build him up into something bigger than a merch guy, which is what's in the process of happening right now. And then along that same lines, we went and said, this kid has probably been the best dude we've ever seen in any other band that's just never been in this band. We need him. And we took him.
So you poached him too?
Yeah, there's a lot of poaching.
Handle the sentence approach.
Alright, I know this is a loaded question and I'm gonna regret asking this, but what are your biggest turn-ons?
Biggest turn-ons? You're very physical, so you answer first.
You know when you get a key and you put it in the ignition? That's my biggest turn.
I don't think you have too many things when it comes to personality.
No, personality is very important to me. You don't understand.
Okay, then you go first and tell us.
Obviously, like, looks are very, very, very important. I don't know, to be honest with you, the whole package. I like every detail. And, when it comes down to it, I mean everything.
I would say it like this to make it easier and to have the best way to explain it. Instead of just saying personality, it is personality. And I would say it because basically in my own right, I told my girlfriend the same thing to help her to understand it. I could date a 6, physically a 6 or whatever, and they could look like a straight 10 to me if their personality was amazing. And I could literally go and try and go on a date with a 10. And if that girl literally has like nothing going on up here or is a total bitch, it will physically eventually start to look like she's a goddamn 2. So that's how powerful personality works.
Okay. Anything else that's a turn on for you?
Turn on for me? I thought I answered that well enough.
No, just have anything else.
Anything else?
Personality is pretty much my biggest
He likes
turn on.
pinky toes.
I think...
I can't it's a laundry list of things.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing, like, there's so many, like, subcategories. You even say personality, it's like, okay, like, certain things in a personality are what make them.
It sounds like you guys are old lying.
I can't even wait for Mike.
How could I come up with what I just said lying?
Yeah, true, very true.
Well, you probably got asked that question a million times.
I really haven't.
Kevin just says Kaylee Carroll. That's all that matters.
That's all my girlfriend's gonna get mad that I just go Kaylee Carroll.
It's gonna be.
I'm trying to be diplomatic for a second. Want to fucking turn on?
Okay, let's go back to Anthony now.
Aww.
Alright, before Kevin starts getting weird.
It's already got
It got weird. It's got weird
I
now.
want to switch places with you two. It's getting a little weird for me. I love you, Kevin.
And by the way, I have a boner.
Anyway, Jordan.
No, I don't.
Intelligence is super attractive to me.
Alright, great. Mike.
If you have big boobs, that's fine by me, and they all know it. That's all I care about.
I want to go back on what Jordan said. I think intelligence is literally, I can't not deal with someone that's it.
And Chris likes somebody who can handle themselves.
Yeah.
Okay. Flip side that, what's your biggest turn off?
Turn off.
Not having a personality.
Someone that doesn't have a fucking sense of humor. Like, I can't stand women that just really take everything so fucking seriously. just have a fucking stick up their ass and a chip on their shoulder. I don't have any fucking time for it. And it doesn't even have to do with anything romantically. Just even speaking to anyone, male or female or anything like that just has a fucking attitude problem. I don't have enough fucking time for you in my day. That's the realest way I can say that. Just get up
Okay. Yeah, Anthony, go ahead with the turn offs.
Actually, think about it. Recording?
Yes, it's recording.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can just edit it.
Yeah,
We're gonna
so my biggest turnoff would be, I would go with the intelligence thing. If a girl's like pretty dumb and like hand in hand with a personality, if she has like a bad personality and like, she's not all with it, it's definitely a huge turnoff.
Okay.
That hygiene.
That hygiene.
That is a good one. Yeah.
That hygiene is a very, very good big turn off. I guess we'll go with the biggest dream and we'll come back to it.
Biggest dream?
Yeah, like what's one big dream you have for yourself? Other than the band. Other than the band.
Okay,
I'm gonna
I'm
throw you
gonna be
the
that guy and say this. My dream is success. Everything and anything I do in my life, I want to be successful in it, whether it's anything.
Whether it's whittling.
Yeah. I want to be successful with everything I do in my life, and that's my dream.
My dream is to just travel the world and work kind of already doing that. So
Okay.
kind of living the dream.
I really wish that you didn't throw the curveball about the whole thing with the band because I mean, well, you know what? It doesn't. It ended up being the band. No, it ended up being the band, but it really is just about having that one moment in my mind that I have had since I was a little kid, where I'm standing in front of what seems like an endless sea of people that's all cheering for me and the people that go on stage. When I was a kid growing up, I thought that was going to be. As a professional wrestler, and that's what I wanted to be, and then it didn't work out like that, and I ended up finding a new dream in singing, and I had the opportunity to basically have that same kind of feeling through that. So it doesn't have to be about the band, you're right, but it's that same image in my mind that just has now grown into basically wanting that same thing every single night of my life.
Okay.
And the other dreams that have grown out of that. So.
Chris is back. Biggest turn
I'll
on.
be honest with you. I went in the toilet. I had a big boner. I had to let no joke.
Biggest turn off and your biggest dream.
My biggest dream.
He said turn
Biggest
off
turn
already.
off.
Yeah, he already did turn
Oh,
off.
Did he?
alright,
You said biggest turn off? Oh, I didn't say my biggest turn off yet, did I?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't say. Yeah. My biggest turn off are idiots. I just hate idiots.
Alright, there we go.
Intelligence, yeah.
What's
Lack
your biggest
of-
dream
lack thereof.
other than the band?
What was that?
Biggest dream other than the band.
I don't know. Something. I love fame. Something that would get me fame, basically.
Okay.
A sex tape.
Yeah.
No, I don't want.
With all
I
the
don't want.
answers
I don't want.
you've
Well,
given.
fame that could be fame. I don't want to be infamous. I want to be known in a good way, not in a bad way.
Okay. All right, let's flip side that and go with biggest dream or biggest fear. I'm sorry.
Oh, biggest fear? I don't know. Probably some kind of bug. I don't know.
Biggest fear that there would be nothing after this. After we're all dead and gone, that there actually
Nothing
that there actually is nothing. Even though I don't really share any particular religion anymore, I do hope have a hope in my heart that this continues into something, some way, somehow. And I don't particularly like the atheist thought of it being literally nothing.
Did you know that there are actually urns now that you can have yourself cremated and become a tree?
I mean, even if it's just that, I mean, that's better than nothing. I mean, even if it can continue on into something, that's what makes a lot more sense to me. That's
You
what
can continue supplying this planet with oxygen.
Yeah.
This is my personal belief in what happens after death. I would say to have any regrets whatsoever on my deathbed.
Fair.
So essentially not. To not have any regrets.
Well, he's talking about fear.
Yeah, as far
So
as
his fear would be too high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get you.
My fear kind of goes with Kevin's in a way. I would say my biggest fear is time.
And lack thereof.
Yeah. Like I always was really close to my dad, and he'd always tell me stories when I was a kid about when he was a kid, and it just always got me thinking about even just like your parents, like when they're kids, like they don't think about being adults and having kids. It's just like time flies by so quick, and it's like
Not having enough time to do those things
and
is so important.
And that prohibits enables like anxiety and like all that kind of stuff. So I would think time.
Okay. So, if you had to sacrifice one person in the band to the gods of music, who would it be?
Wait, is this a good thing? Like gods of music?
Gods of music, it gets you all the fame that you want. It would get you to the ultimate stardom of like Michael Jackson selling out arenas.
Oh, and we would have to get rid of one member.
You'd have to sacrifice somebody.
Sacrifice me.
No. You know what? I'm going to be the guy and say we wouldn't sacrifice anything because that's cheap. That's cheap.
I was going to say you can.
Wait, no, Malibu Mike. Malibu Mike.
You can include merch people and previous members of the band.
Oh, we can. Oh, that makes it so easy. Any ex-member.
In that case, Eric Zabinski.
Yeah, Eric Zabinski. To be honest with you, Eric Zabinski was the absolute worst creature in this band ever.
Okay.
Qualifies as creature.
He's not even human, he's creature.
Alright, out of all of your tattoos, planned or otherwise, what's your favorite and why? What is your...
Mine is still the first tattoo that I have, my chest piece, my first one that I ever got that said, you want to see me disappear, and that relates to that same fear of, like that whole nothing after this kind of after death and stuff like that. I had a lot of panic attacks and anxiety growing up after I started to. I grew up very religious. I was raised Catholic, and then as I got older and kind of just educated myself naturally, and became more independent, my mind naturally pushed away from those teachings without even trying, and I got panic attacks through that kind of like personal struggle with my religion and my own sentient thought of how those things didn't make sense to me. And that song, From Under Oath to Where the Lyrics Are, where You Want to See Me Disappear, one day I heard that when I was driving and I just completely broke down because of how much sense it made to me in my head, as lame as that might sound. And it was kind of only soon after that that I kind of gave up completely on those religions and things like that I used to have those panic attacks from, is when I started to finally not have those panic attacks and anxiety anymore. So,
Everybody can photo bomb.
that's definitely my, that's definitely my favorite tattoo based on that.
Hi guys.
Do you have any other tattoo other than this one?
Planned or otherwise, planned or present now.
Oh, you have one planned?
If you have one, what's your favorite one,
What about
planned
you?
or present?
My favorite tattoo? I mean, the band was pretty rad. Band one. Like, I have a Viking.
We don't have a lot of tattoos.
We're not that.
I think I have more than all, like,
Yeah, our
individually.
fans have more tattoos than we do.
Alright, what's the last movie you went to see?
Deadpool.
Figured.
I genuinely.
Star Wars.
It's been so long ago I don't remember.
Yeah, same.
I just have one word for you, Francis.
Ah, I'm going to spell it out for you.
Actually, no, I think I remember. Fast and Furious.
No, you said
Seven?
number 2.
No, I saw Fast and Furious after that.
Furious 7.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, what is your spirit animal?
What's my spirit animal?
Snorlax? That's a Pokemon, but it counts. Because it's a giant-ass cat with a big stomach.
Chihuahuas are my spirit animal.
I kind of figured that one was coming. The Chihuahua onesie.
Oh, dogs in general.
Yes, you want to be the dog that shakes and yaps. Okay.
Well, any dog.
Okay. So dog,
An eagle.
an eagle. You want to soar high and represent our freedom?
Damn.
Never mind, not an eagle. I would like to be a cat. No, wait, no, yeah, a cat's my spirit animal.
Cat is your spirit animal. Okay. Craziest fan experience.
Craziest fan.
Doing this interview.
Sorry,
I had to
I
say
love
it.
you.
Oh, like crazy is
I'll
like
take
bad
my
or crazy
card
is
back.
good?
Crazy in a
Crazy
good way.
bad and crazy good. They're both one crazy bad.
It can be either or. Like,
Or she said both if you want.
If you want to do one of each.
I can't think of something. We've had some interesting encounters with bands.
We always have crazy things. I mean, for some reason, every time we get asked that question, we can never think of anything.
And then
I
you
think,
guys-
I think we're just so fucking weird. Nothing really phases us out. So we can't reveal it.
I mean,
We're very biased in a way.
what's
Yeah.
one thing you never expected a fan to do?
Well, not to drop your name, but you being so like very stressed.
Yeah, that's not crazy in a bad way, but just like I would
That's
say,
crazy.
crazy in a good way is like fans like her, people like other fans like you or anything like that. Any fan that drives a, we've had fans
Also,
Kathy-
supporter from Minnesota. She just
Yeah.
Just
flies
let's talk
out
about
to
that.
random
Yeah, we have
shows.
fans that literally just have picked the tour and just decided to completely change how they've been doing things in life and just fly to random dates of our tour. Fans like you that just go and show up with bottles of war paint and tons of gift cards for us to eat and fucking that stuff's amazing. That's crazy in a good way, but it's so crazy.
Not-
I'd say it's crazy because people give that much of a fuck about us.
Oh, we love you guys.
So, I mean, I'd say that's our craziest fan experience.
Okay. What's one thing we wouldn't expect to find on your music playlist?
Oh, a
Detox.
lot. Detox, yeah. Let's just say that.
Like collectively, I'd probably say
Just go and search VTOS song name 7 The Elements, and then that's the craziest thing on the playlist.
If you were locked in a room together for 48 hours, Malibu and Adam included, what would you guys do to entertain yourself?
So much shit. Most of the time that is what happens. We just lay in the second. Yeah, we end up taking
Oh, we're
all
in a
Mike's
van.
clothes off.
we do it. We do it. On
You're in
tour.
a room with literally
Yeah, that's
nothing.
always
No
what ends up
phones.
happening. No phones.
No phones. No laptops.
Like, you
nothing.
know how I am, I'll just find ways to annoy other people to entertain myself. So I'll try to fall asleep, or I'll slap them, and like, pretend I didn't slap them. Like, who slapped me?
Yeah, that's the equivalent to what we do in a van drive, which basically ends up meaning that at some point I'm going to start tickling everyone and just fucking with them until they're nice. So,
All right. We're gonna do this one-on-one. What is your favorite thing about your other band members?
Favorite thing about my other band members?
Yeah.
I compile them all within that same one statement that I can never really say about anything else. In one way or another, each person in this band has something that they're really amazing at that just proves how useless I fucking am. That they can do, that can help me make this band a success.
Okay.
They all have a really good skill set for those things.
Anyone else weigh in?
Yeah, everyone has really nice hands.
Okay.
I'd have to say, through all the bullshit, the fights that we have, and all this shit, we're always there for each other, and we are always solid. We always like, we're just there. We do our job, we do it well. So.
Okay, well,
Yeah, sure. See, like positivity, like that's how it's a bad thing. See?
Remember this morning?
Chris looking at me like.
No, he's absolutely right.
Anthony?
I would just say,
Jordan's right.
like the definition of like a team. You know, we're a team in every good way possible. We work together in a really good way, and we're always there for each other.
Basically,
Yeah.
Okay. Boxers or briefs?
Amanda.
Briefs.
I wear briefs. I wear boxer briefs.
Yeah. Boxer briefs.
Yeah, I actually do wear those, but Amanda's fun.
I wear boxer briefs and a onesie.
Alright, so those of you without girlfriends may or may not want to answer this. Who's your celebrity crush?
I'll just go, I don't know, with someone like Emma Watson. I think she's
I don't really have a celebrity crush. I really don't.
Celebrity crush. I don't watch them.
I, in fact, have plenty of them. Selena Gomez, Ariana Grande. What's
Close
the
your ears,
what's,
Alyssa.
What's the hot blonde girl? The model. I could go on. I'll
You know
just
what's
name
funny? One day I'll be big.
I'm sorry to Anthony's girlfriend.
One day this band will be big enough, and I'll have the opportunity to meet Emma Watson maybe, and then she'll
Go
see
to
this interview.
Disneyland, like 3 months out of the year, the summer, she's normally there running around. Oh.
And you know that.
I follow her on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
If you weren't a musician, what would you be doing? Of course.
a lot of other things.
I would honestly probably be head of security at some
Oh,
actually, I'd probably be a cop.
Okay.
If I wasn't a musician, it would be something. I'll do video stuff. I have to be creative with something.
Okay.
Video or some kind of art.
Creative platform.
Yeah.
Most embarrassing thing a fan has ever done.
Embarrassing?
Embarrassing.
I don't even know if it's embarrassing. Like, I mean, there's always really awkward stares.
You get the ones that just kind of follow you everywhere. They don't talk. So
Oh,
just,
okay. I'm
I don't think there's any.
excluded from that.
I don't
Yeah,
think
no,
there's any-
you're complete. No, they follow you, and you're like, hey, what do you want? They're like,
I don't think there's anything embarrassing, but just fans. God bless our fans, but sometimes they are. You making sure?
I was just making
God bless
sure
our
that
fans. Sometimes they are remarkably awkward, and to the point where they are just so eager to come up and talk to us, and the second they get the opportunity, they freeze like fucking Elsa and throws it in. Like, and we just
Well,
don't.
you
and
mean
we don't,
Anna, who
and
froze
we don't
like
have
this?
the skills to figure it out.
We're just as awkward.
We're just
but-
as awkward ourselves, so it ends up being just this situation. Hey! And then they'll eventually, after
it's
15
like,
minutes,
so,
after,
did you like our set?
do you like our set? Yeah. And we're like, give me a hug. And then they don't, I don't know, it's just, that stuff is just so difficult to deal with.
Okay. Favorite song to perform live?
I got a new one now.
New ones. We have all these new ones we're playing live. I think any of our new electronic stuff is probably the most fun to play live right now for me, just because it gives a really cool opportunity to vibe in a way that we haven't had a chance to before. It's not just so much about just singing verse to chorus and all that kind of stuff. We're just getting to this point where we don't have to be always just a band going through the motions of songs. We can just experience that electronic element that we love because we're club guys, and we can just literally vibe out in that experience and that way. So I really like that a lot.
I'll be honest with you, it's not technically our song, it's a cover, Numb. I actually love
when
playing that live, just it's a really easy song to play. It's mostly chords, so we can jump around and have fun, and you know, you don't really have to think about playing too much, which, you know.
Almost done. I know you guys are getting so fucking cold. Thank you so much. How'd you get the name at Live and Breathe?
Basically, came down to obviously the only original member, me and the old screamer. Basically, was it done?
No.
Oh, I thought.
No, he's just making fun of you.
He's just making fun of you.
I thought the film was done.
No, honey,
Okay.
there's 11 hours.
So basically, the original screamer and me were around a fire pit with the original guitar player too, besides me, and we were like either for Loco, which I kind of had like a DJ thing going on, or Lives It Breathes, and then we all voted in Lives It Breathes, and that kind of just.
And there's its own story behind that, but that's basically.
Yeah, we got really drunk and that.
All right,
kind of came
we're gonna play a little bit of a game here now. We're gonna play this or that. I can predict the first answer here. Apple or Android? Apple.
Android.
Top or bottom?
Top or bottom?
Top, bottom.
Top for the woman? You mean, or?
Any way you
What
want
do
to
you
take
like
Well, in that
best
case,
on
we'll
the
go to the bottom.
I like being on top.
I like being crooked sideways horizontally. It's this new move I've learned.
Thong or booty shorts?
Thong or booty shorts?
I get like booty shorts.
Booty shorts. Yeah.
Oh,
Thongs too
thongs?
much. It's like you already
Dude,
seen everything.
That's
Booty
a,
shorts
that's
are like.
a wedgie.
I really like both, and I really like booty shorts. But just to switch it up, just so it's different, I'm gonna say thong.
Okay. Girl or boy?
Girl or boy?
What?
You like girls? Well, I like girls.
Yeah, I
Take
I
it
like-
however you want.
Alright, you know what?
You just
I would
gotta
say,
answer
I
this
don't
or
like
that.
girls. I like
Women.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Long or short?
Longer. I don't like short girls, but I don't like super tall girls. I don't want to look
I
up.
thought you meant hair.
Take it any way you
I
want to
like
take it.
I like pretty much.
So you like Anthony height?
I like kissing a woman straight on the face. When my girlfriend puts on heels, she's tall enough to where it's like we're kissing right there, and it's perfect. I could never date a girl at floor level on that. I feel like the fucking bird thing that gets water. Like I do.
I'll be honest with you, I like shorter girls. I just would not be comfortable with someone like close to my height, honestly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
personally.
I'd say my height is pretty solid.
So really short. So you
Oh damn!
I'm 5'6". I mean,
No, that's actually.
I'm taller than you.
anyway.
Well, it was long or short. It wasn't short
Well,
girls
we
or tall
were able
girls.
to-
So
Yeah.
Any way you want to take
Yeah,
it.
hair.
I'm gonna say long.
Okay.
Yeah, I like
Winter
long.
or summer?
summer.
Yeah, summer.
In summer.
But if we were in the summer and you were doing this interview, we'd say winter.
I used
No,
to
we
love
would
the winter,
absolutely
but
not.
then when I started touring, I realized I like the spring better.
Okay.
Autumn.
I like
Yeah.
winter in Florida. That's what I like.
Black suit or birthday suit?
Black suit.
Black
Or
suit.
birthday suit.
What was a birthday suit you looked at? You put like a bow tie, like.
Does he not understand this?
Yeah, birthday suit. That was
Let's teach everyone. Let's teach Chris something together.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I'm gonna talk so cold.
Birthday suit, Chris, means it's when you get naked on your birthday.
You drop some
Oh
donuts.
yeah, obviously. I don't even know anything.
Okay.
Richard.
Noise or silence?
Drop something.
Hello. He saw it's fine.
What was that?
Noise or silence?
Noise.
Noise.
Can't sleep in silence.
Noise.
Needs to be static or a fan or something.
Kisses or hugs?
Yes.
Well, it depends.
Yeah, it depends on who you're talking to.
Okay.
Jenny gingivitis is not getting
Doritos or Cheetos?
Doritos. Well,
Yeah.
Cool Ranch Doritos.
Cool ranch.
I like
Sweet chili Doritos.
ew.
Buffalo. Smoking hot buffalo. Or
Weird or normal?
weird.
Weird.
Depends on the person.
Shy or outgoing?
Outgoing.
My Chemical Romance or Fall Out Boy?
My
Fall Out
Chemical
Boy.
Romance. My Chemical Romance.
Fall Out Boy.
Fall Out Boy.
Love both.
I agree-
but if
I
had to
agree with
choose,
him.
I choose my Chemical.
Money or fame?
Don't they kind of go hand in hand? Not technically, I guess. Picasso was not rich and he died. So, I guess.
Well, it depends if you're alive to the film. That's the question.
Yeah.
Like, if you never get famous
You
till you
can't
die,
overthink it.
Money.
Rich. Money.
Don't
Okay.
overthink
I'll
it.
take fame. I learned
Okay,
I can
we're
eat a
split.
cheeseburger from McDonald's and if I'm popular, I'm happy.
Piercings or tattoos?
Tattoos.
Tattoos now. I used to be piercing.
I had my lips, I had my nose, I had fucking extra earrings.
Facebook or Twitter or Snapchat?
Snapchat. Yeah. Snapchat
I'm
is
the
growing
king
on
of
me.
fucking
Actually, I didn't have a Snapchat for a very long time.
You have one now?
I actually have one now.
I need to get it.
I'll take it to another level and I'll see Instagram.
Okay.
I would say Instagram too. Then.
Yeah, Instagram's personally my favorite. Right?
Meat or
for sure.
veggies?
Meat.
I love salad so much.
Oh, you're a rabbit?
Salad.
Yeah.
I'm giving you guys so much ammunition.
Yeah.
I'm giving you guys so much ammunition to use later too.
You can make this into like 5 interviews.
Pop or rock?
Papa Roach?
Pop or rock. I would go pop because
I like Papa Roach.
even though I love both, but if I had to choose one I can listen to for like the rest of my life, I would probably just choose pop music because you can't go wrong with $1 million of work into writing the best melodies in the world.
You're almost done, guys. Romantic or thriller?
Thriller.
What was it?
Romantic or thriller? Rom-com?
Oh, you're talking about movies. Oh, I thought you meant like Michael Jackson songs. Like I never heard romantic.
When did Chris become a talker in this room?
No, I'd rather watch.
Froze.
I'd rather watch a romantic because, like, a thriller, like someone's gonna shit my pants or something. I don't know. But anyway, definitely a romantic because I'll feel good inside afterwards and I might cry.
All right, phone or computer?
Computer. Yeah. Phone's inconvenient. It's like
Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
DC.
I'm not fit to answer this. but
Once
I'm gonna
X-Men.
say Marvel.
Oh, Marvel.
I'll say Marvel just because I know. No, I'll go with Kevin.
I
have no clue.
Name 5 DC characters.
Nah, I just said I'm just doing it because Kevin's doing it.
Love X-Men.
Okay. Freddy or Jason?
Freddy any day. Jason's a fucking joke.
Yeah,
Jason's just a big lug.
Man,
Freddy goes into your dreams.
Jason's
and
cool,
shit.
but I would say
I love Jason.
Freddy is like the
Freddy.
personification of females because they get into your fucking head.
Cool, you keep on like awkwardly like waddling
I'm
into
trying
into
to
get warm.
I'm trying to get warm, man.
We're almost done.
Deal
Last
with it.
one. Last
Okay.
page.
Last card.
Last card. Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
Coke.
Well, it depends on the type of Coke.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Tea. I love tea. Drink so much tea.
Whoa. I'm
Fries
a tea.
or chips?
Fries.
Yeah.
Chips are fucking dry and fries are crisp.
Day or night?
Night.
Day, man.
Day. If I can go out in the day and get that sunlight, that vitamin D, I need to love it.
Okay. Cats or dogs?
Dogs. Cats.
I've always had a cat, so I'm gonna say
Jordan
cat, but
used to be a
I
dog
love
person.
dogs.
I used to be a
I
dog
really
person,
do.
and I got a cat and realized how much better cats are.
Yeah.
Lover or fighter?
Fighter.
Both.
Fight for love.
I don't know. I
You
guess
can't
I'm
do that.
both
They
too.
can't coincide the two.
No, you can
No,
love
I'm not
so
really-
much that you have to.
I'm not really a fighter. I'd say I'm a lover.
Perfect example.
I just
if someone
love.
hit your girlfriend, you're gonna fight them, even if you're a passive person.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
Yeah, both.
I'm a lover.
Was that the last one?
That was the last one. So thank you all for watching this interview. I am Lynn Havok. This is It Lives It Breathes. Corporals been in the van because they're cold, because they're pussies.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm guessing this way.
Yeah, but
You're gonna flip this way now.
Why?
That's right.
Who called me?
Thank you
Thank
for
you
the.
so much, boys.
And that's a wrap.